We're speaking Arsenal after the break because all the talk surrounding the Gunners has centred on their incomings, but there is big news surrounding the determination to keep one of their current young stars. Stay with us. Well, I can't believe I'm saying this, but the Premier League is less than a month away now. We've got a bumper opening weekend of action on Sky Sports. It kicks off with champions Liverpool at home to Bournemouth on that Friday. That's the 15th of August, and concludes with Leeds back in the top flight hosting Everton at Ellen Road on the Monday Night Football. And as you would see there, Arsenal start their campaign against great rivals Manchester United. And we're going to talk about the Gunners now because they remain on the brink of a triple signing that could be in excess of £120 million. Mark, Viktor Gyökeres, how many times do I have to ask you before you tell me he's signed, it's a done deal? What's the latest?
Not as many as the times you've asked about Brian and Mbeumo.
OK.
We're still going strong with this one. Yeah, so Arsenal are close to an agreement with Sporting Lisbon for the striker, the 27-year-old you can see there on the back of your screen, Viktor Gyökeres. We understand that they have agreed the fixed fee part of this potential transfer deal, which is £55 million. The add-ons are now being discussed. And one of the reasons why this deal has moved a step closer to being completed is because the agent has agreed to waive a chunk of his fee, which has helped Arsenal and Sporting Lisbon get this deal a step closer. The other thing to point out as well is that Coventry are due around 10% of any profit that Sporting Lisbon make on this one. They sold him to Sporting a couple of summers ago for around £21 million. So if they're going to get about 70 million, give or take, depending on add-ons, that could be worth £4 to £5 million for Frank Lampard and that Coventry City side, which would be huge in the Championship to inject there. So they're so close. It's just those final details and the structure of those add-ons which are so crucial to getting this one done. But it feels like now it's only a matter of time before Arsenal fans can turn around and say, finally, we've got the striker that we've been craving for the last 4, 5, 6, 7 windows. And
Dharmesh, is it just a matter of time for Madueke and Mosquera?
It certainly looks that way. Madueke, this one is as good as done. Personal terms on a 5-year deal have been agreed. Just a reminder of the deal, Arsenal will pay Chelsea an initial £48.5 million plus £3.5 million in performance-related add-ons, so a total fee of £52 million. Formal announcement on that one is expected soon. Christian Mosquera, meanwhile, he's a defender from Valencia. He's in London for a medical ahead of his move. He's only had a year left on his contract at Valencia. Valencia trying to tie him down to a new longer-term contract, but once Arsenal came in, his mind was made up. He wanted to go. And so Valencia were in a bit of a situation. They thought if we keep him for another year, we'll lose him for free. He can basically talk to Arsenal in January about a pre-contract agreement and we'll lose him for nothing. So I think they're trying to come up with a compromise on a price. They wanted £25 million. We think Arsenal will pay a little bit less than that. It's an initial £13 million plus add-ons. And again, that one should be sorted in the next few days.
So of all those incomings, Mark, is Arsenal still interested in Eza?
They are. It's something that Dharmesh has been saying for the last couple of weeks on these transfer shows. The targets were a 10, a left winger and a striker, so they potentially were looking to recruit 3 new faces during the course of this summer transfer window. We know that they're interested in Eberechi Eza. They've been exploring the conditions of a potential deal. The key thing is that Eza would be open to moving to North London as well, which always makes things a lot easier. We understand that there is a release clause in that Crystal Palace contract of 60 million guaranteed with 8 million in add-ons. So it could be potentially as well, and what a summer this would be, Noni Madueke, Viktor Gyökeres and Eberechi Eza. That would completely transform what Arsenal have. When you add the young players and Bukayo Saka, suddenly Arsenal fans will be licking their lips saying, this is the type of squad, this is the type of strength and depth we want. These are the types of players that we believe can finally get us over the line.